Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. Apologies for the lateness of the upload. It's been a busy morning. Hopefully some exciting news coming for you guys very soon, or some nice progressions and stuff like that you'll see on the channel very soon. We are going to be doing a Patreon video. Make sure you head on over there, everybody. Check out the latest Patreon episode, Generation Leeds. We've also got Across the Pond coming next week on your Monday. We've got another little Q&A coming with myself as well, which will be uploaded by the end of the week. So make sure you check that out. Okay, everybody. So what did I want to speak about today? Well, who are going to be Red Bull's first signings? Do we have any names? Of course we don't. However, what we do have is an inclination, an understanding that they are going to be back in Leeds United. 60 million quid in the first year is said to be invested in the club. Over 3 years, it could be up to 200 million quid, according to reports. Red Bull, an absolute juggernaut in the industry. Red Bull, who are going to provide Leeds United with expertise. They've obviously got a minority stake. It was quite controversial yesterday because there's a lot of people discussing whether or not they're going to have that majority stake and then take over Leeds United and be this as I've mentioned before, this corporate conglomerate who are just going to decimate the club's history, tradition, prestige. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's a little bit sensationalist. And listen, Leeds United fans, including myself, can be a little bit sensationalist sometimes. I don't think that's the narrative. I don't think that's exactly how they're going about this. I think Parag has a real finger on the pulse when it comes to Leeds United. And I think when he does leave Leeds United, when he does become that guy who steps aside as the custodian, the guardian of the 49ers enterprises, I think someone is going to step in with a very relative, transparency with the club, and it'll be absolutely fine. Probably someone who's in the club now might step up to be on Parag's level. And listen, guys, this is years down the line. Parag, for me, is going to be in charge of Leeds United, or the face of Leeds United for many years to come, many successful years to come. So why did I want to start this video? Well, it's got me a bit excited. The transfer window is coming around the corner, as we know, but also we do know that signings are going to be coming around the corner as well. The mantra is aggression. We know that, assertiveness, and I feel that's going to be something in the market that Leeds United are really going to show themselves and maybe differentiate themselves with, that aggressiveness which we've not seen before. June 10th is when the market opens for Championship clubs, for June 14th for Premier League clubs. And I'm expecting Leeds United to be right in the mix for a lot of top players. And I basically in this video wanted to discuss 4 or 5 signings who I believe Red Bull, if they were to, if their investment was to go a certain way, Leeds United would be on a real good level if we were to bring them in. Some top players at this level when it comes to Hayden Hackney, when it comes to Ben Sheaf, when it comes to many others that we're going to get into in this video. But I've got specifics that I think Leeds United need to target when it comes to positional development. And that's who I want to get onto today. So my first edition, and I think Red Bull will enhance this, obviously, with their investment and expertise. Even if it is from a minority shareholder's perspective, Leeds once again aren't close to those financial problems that maybe other clubs have been in yesteryear when it comes to Championship campaigns and spending. And Red Bull's eased that. So I would be looking at Carl Rushworth, the goalkeeper who's on loan at Swansea, 22 years of age. And it's currently looking like he genuinely is in the picture when it comes to an England shout. Now, is this realistically going to happen? No, he was on loan at Walsall last year. He's been on several loans, but Swansea was one of his biggest breakout seasons. He had 11 clean sheets. Swansea were on fire at stages of the season. And when I say on fire, I mean there was a collective when it came to certain personnel. Ben Cabango, Nathan Wood, Carl Rushworth, who were just performing above the stations, above and beyond. We've got a really good working relationship when it comes to transfers with Swansea City. We've dealt with them a lot in the past. Apart from a Dan James discrepancy, it's been quite healthy. And Carl Rushworth, who is the parent club is Brighton, spent his time there for the season, and Swansea have got a really good and healthy reputation in the game when it comes to transfer dealings and stuff like that. So the reason I'm bringing that up is there a likelihood he goes back to Swansea? Well, he's mentioned that they would be on his list. It's likely that Brighton will be letting him out on loan again, but I think his ball playing ability from the back is exceptionally good. His perception of when to go long and when to go short is extremely good. Him actually playing it to the front foot of the centre back when the centre back is trying to be proactive going forward has massively aided Nathan Wood. And that's what we always forget about goalkeepers. Their distribution is massive on centre backs, especially like Swansea do when they split the centre backs. It's huge on centre-backs because the distribution's got to be perfect. Now, there's been too many occasions where Leeds are trying to build up and Elan Melier, quite frankly, ruins the build-up. And a lot of you guys will speak about the ball stopping, the handling, but the big thing is the build-up. I just don't think he's good enough from build-up personally. So I'd be looking at a new keeper. Carl Rush was there for another loan. Brighton aren't going to be starting him this season. There's a little bit of trepidation when it comes to obviously De Zerbi leaving the club. Are they going to bring in a similar sort of manager with a similar philosophy? Well, there's been talk of Steve Cooper, which is not a real build-up philosophy. He'll be a little bit pragmatic in games, whereas De Zerbi was very, very wedded to his formation. So that plays a factor as well. So Carl Rushworth would be my first one. Van Ewick would be my next one at Coventry, closely followed by Ben Johnson, who is a free agent at this moment in time, and that would be my sort of first and second phase really when it came to it. But if Leeds do have some money for this campaign and we're able to, get some capital back from certain personnel, I'd absolutely love Van Ewick. I think against Leeds United he was exceptional. He's very, very quick, reads the game exceptionally well from a defensive perspective and attacking perspective as well. I think you could put him at left back as well. There is an argument with his physicality and how he reads the game, football IQ-wise. You could even deploy him in a back three. I'm a massive fan of Van Ewick, and he would be 100% a target for me in this window if Leeds can pick him up. I think Coventry, with the position that Coventry always are in the Championship and the league standing, I think if a big club in the Championship with lots of money was to come in with an offer, and Van Ewick, obviously he's not an Englishman who's wedded to Coventry. He will look at his options as players do in the modern era, and if there's more money on the table, I think Leeds have a really good option there. So Van Ewick would be another one for me. Another player that I've been looking at as well is Van den Berg at Liverpool. He spent a season on loan at Mainz, was terrific. His pass accuracy was in the 70s. His ball recoveries was extremely high. And Mainz absolutely loved him. He was exceptional for them. Liverpool have put a 20 million quid target on his head, but it's come out in the last 12 hours that it looks like they're not going to be letting him go out on a permanent, and there's going to be a loan signing involved there. So that would be a wow signing. It would be a wow signing. It would be someone who comes down and would be completely at ease at Championship level. He's been playing Bundesliga level on loan. Now, would you probably look at maybe an Ipswich, a Southampton, a Leicester getting hold of him? Yeah, but if we are really, really cute with our recruitment and we get this right, Van den Berg will be an unbelievable signing. The Ginger Ninja at the back. And yeah, just reads the game once again like Van Ewick really, really well. And you've got a permanent signing there. Potentially 2 loans, probably. How you're looking at it, you've got Elan Melier, and if they're not able to ship him out, you've got Rushworth on a loan competing. So you've not actually got 2 permanent signings there. Whatever you want to do with Darlow and Klaassen, that's probably down to the retain list, which is coming out in due course. But I think that's really healthy competition for goalkeepers. I think at least as well with the right back scenario, you've got Van Ewick and Archie Gray battling it out. If you're not, Archie will probably, likely and hopefully be in midfield, but he does have that option to go to right back. That's really healthy depth. And then, if you've got Van den Berg at the back, I mean, wow. You could even go to a back three. You could go to a back three with Van den Berg, Strauch, and maybe a Rodon. Who knows? But I think he'd be a lovely replacement as well. And it'd feel like a really, almost like an elevation on Joe Rodon with where Van den Berg is right now, who is a top player. And I think there is potential that he'll play for Liverpool as well. So that's the standard we're talking about here, or go to a top club. Further forward, I'm going to dip into the free agent market once again, and I'm going to go with Callum O'Hare. We've been talking about a number 10. It means that Rutter can maybe go on the right-hand side and invert as well if we are to get rid of Nonso. We might not have to invest fully in that position because we've got Rutter in his position off the right. And I think that would be a lovely addition. You take the load off Jorginho a little bit. I think he's got 6 assists this season, 4 goals, and he's just the metronome, the absolute metronome for Coventry City, and it's just an obvious one for me. And the last one for me, everyone who makes up the 5, you're probably well aware of this, is Cameron Archer. Archer is just volatile, explosive, powerful, athletic, physical, and everything we need right now, and a winner. and someone who, when he gets on the pitch, you feel like he's going to make things happen and he's going to score goals. And it'll be interesting to see what the Villa situation is with Archer, but I just think that's an absolute given, a given for Leeds United. So they're 5 names I've looked at, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Will Red Bull put this at ease? Will they help this? You expect that they would do with the capital now within the club, the added capital, which has already been put on a Leeds United situation and a framework and a structure right now, which feels quite healthy financially. Really interested to see what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comment section below, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.